mean, Geoff, Alan Lazard out in Green Bay, he wants a long-term deal before he shows up to minicamp. And you know this, everyone knows this watching. Like, he's one of the few guys on this roster that actually has that, like, camaraderie with Aaron Rodgers, who did say, like, on Tuesday, he actually definitely wants to spend the rest of his career in Green Bay. But for the Packers to keep him happy, Geoff, do you feel like they got to get a deal done with Lazard?
I mean, what a flip in Aaron Rodgers. Like a year and a half ago, we were like, he's never playing Green Bay again. Now he's content. He's like, I'm never leaving Green Bay. It's the best place on earth. I don't know.
Money talks, man. Money talks.
Maybe Shailene Woodley had something to do. I don't know. I'm just saying. But look, as far as Lazard goes, it's funny. Like, my first inclination is it's Alan Lazard. Like, who cares? But look at the Packers depth chart, man. Like, this wide receiver core, there's a question marks. It could be a lot better than people realize if Christian Watson or Romeo Doubs comes through. But, like, you can't just put all your chips on the rookies here. Alan Lazard is a guy who caught 8 touchdowns last year. Yeah, he didn't sparkly. He actually regressed a little bit in terms of like yards per target and even catch rate. But, in the red zone, he was a pretty key guy for Aaron Rodgers. And we've seen him struggle. Like, we go back to the Tampa game and those playoffs 2 years ago. They couldn't bring down the easy, 2-point conversion. Like, Rodgers needs someone like Lazard in the red zone. I think him and Robert Tonyan going to be key figures in this offense for that purpose again this year. So I think Lazard is important to bring back for the Packers. They need some kind of stability. Like, Randall Cobb ain't it anymore. I don't even want to talk about Sammy Watkins, relying on that guy. So I think Lazard is actually a pretty pivotal figure. And I think the Packers do need to bring him back, or they may struggle a bit at the start of the year. They can't just throw these rookies into the fire and expect them to just be going off from week one.
Because we all know you can only rely on Sammy Watkins week one every season. Pearce, what do you think?
Even that's up for debate at this point. I mean, come on.
Pearce, do you think the Packers should make this a priority right now?
Did Alan Lazard forget that he's Alan Lazard? I don't even know if the people watching this know who Alan Lazard is. Even the typical DFS player, you're not even playing Alan Lazard unless you're playing Showdown. It was the only time we ever talked about Alan Lazard. Yeah, he had, 40 catches, 500 yards, 8 touchdowns. And almost all of that was a product of being on the field with Devontae Adams. And so he was the guy that was open, and Aaron Rodgers was glad to pass him the ball. How's he going to do that when he doesn't have a superstar wide receiver taking the pressure off him? Like, the only way that he is going to excel is if Watson and Watkins have an amazing season. And if the rookie and Watkins somehow has more than one good week, then they're the ones that should be paid. They're the ones that are getting it done, not Lazard. It's pretty unbelievable that Lazard is asking for more money.
Yeah,
I'm shocked.
Look at the depth chart. I'm not actually shocked that he's asking for more money. I mean, you're right. Like, he probably doesn't deserve it. But if you look at the depth chart, it's a high leverage situation for Alan Lazard. He's basically saying, do you really want to go and throw in Sammy Watkins in week one? And so
they wouldn't pay for Adams. Now they're going to pay for Lazard. If they do that, they're just out of their minds.